Hello, Sagittarius. This is Christelle Martinette here, and this is a reading for the month of August for you, a general reading for the month of August. And I'll start with the Lenormand cards Oracle deck, a couple of cards down, and then I'll surround those with a spread of tarot cards, ultimately using the Vera Sibilla to clarify, and then my runes that I have here to crown the reading. Let's see what's going on with you, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on. What's in store for you for the month of August? Okay, look, let me show you these cards. This came out first. This is the book. Then we have the tower, and the tower is quite different from the tarot cards. And then we have the lilies. Look, what I'm seeing is that you need to relax, first of all, Sagittarius. You really need to relax because you become frustrated when you have dealings with institutions because you're not getting all of the answers. I don't know. Let me explain. You purchase a car and all of the paperwork documents, it's taking forever. It's taking forever. They should have been there in a week, and then you planned a trip. It doesn't work, and it just doesn't work, and things like that. But you will see that in time this will be solved. It will be solved, and I believe, let me see if I can get a better, no, this is the best I can. And that will, you'll just come to terms with it, let's say. You will come to terms with it. Let's see, this is August. August is going to be something like that. It looks like there's anything that you have to do with institutions. I don't know. Your companion is expecting a baby. She goes into a hospital. That's an institution, and there are trouble doing a sonogram. There's tests that you're waiting for, and it takes forever. There or have been lost, things like that. But it will be all passing after this month of August. I lay six cards. I have one, two, three major arcana out of the six. Let's show you. This is the King of Coins. We've got the Death card here, which is a Scorpio. This is a Scorpio in your life, a Scorpio that is surrounding you, could be in any kind of area of your life. The Ace of Swords, the Hermit, and of course the Hermit is a Virgo person. They're around you, influencing you. The Page of Coins, and the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is a Sagittarius, a fellow Sagittarius. This is actually you. I'm seeing that as you, Sagittarius, who comes into their own, but after the entire month. It's almost as if you go on vacation and there were so many problems linked to that. You couldn't get a car, you couldn't rent a car, you couldn't, at the last minute they canceled the flight, but then you had to rebook and it cost you. So there are a lot of problems, but right at the end you start thinking, I can't wait to get back home and get to work. At least, I'm not going to be exhausted as I was on planning, during the time I was planning this trip. So that's at the very end. So sort of the month of August has a lot of tensions for you. And what I'm going to do is take a couple of cards from under the deck, the tarot deck. For the Death card, first of all, there you go, Six of Wands. And then for the Hermit and the Nine of Coins. All right. So we have a situation here in the month of August where, yeah, of course, it will be rough. It will be pure life. Let me put it that way, Sagittarius. Pure life for you, but you're going to come out smelling like a rose, literally smelling like a rose, and the money still keeps coming in, even if you're working less or on vacation. So what am I going to do? What am I going to do? She asks herself. I'm mixing these Sibilla cards. I'm going to circle the spread and place some cards on all areas of the spread and try to get a more proper read, a more detailed read on what's going on this month, perhaps in certain moments and certain times during the month. All right, so we have you literally trying to um, figure out your money issues, black on white, what is coming in, what is going out at the beginning of the month. I need to organize that. All right, now you remember I had the death card. Well, here we have a mourning card. It's leading up to that death card. It's as if you want to change something drastically. You need to change drastically what you are doing because you use your finances, your money, to as band-aids. There's a problem, okay, I'll pay for that and that'll go away. I'll pay for that. And so it's as if money is going out to solve issues rather than um, serving a different purpose, rather than serving a purpose that will enhance your home. For example, you purchase a new divan, a new couch, a new uh, sofa, whatever you call it, but it's only because yours breaks all of a sudden. It's not because you willingly want to do that. Okay, so it's an odd dynamics that you feel is going on, and it has been happening for a couple of months in your life. There is this is announcing here that by the end of the month, uh, Sagittarius, that will change. That energy cycle is going to change. Then we come into this desire to start differently, to bring in money, yes, but not making it go out for certain reasons that are not controlled by you. And I do have a card here indicating that it just takes all of your energy out. It just takes all of the energy out that you have, and you spend it in a form of nervous energy. What saves you is a relationship, an intimate relationship that you have, like a family member or a person who's close to you. It could be a romantic, it doesn't necessarily, it could be your wife, husband, companion, live in, but it also is a family member, someone who you trust. That is your saving grace. And here too, I have this old lady who speaks to positive change. You're going in the right direction. Unfortunately, right before a positive change, we need to contend with negativity in our life. And not that I'm saying you have a negative energy, no. It's an anxiety ridden type of energy that is fed, that is that's sort of fed by the um, centrifugal force of life. These plastic containers, when you have salad, you want to wash your salad, and it's like an inner basket and an outer container, and then there is a handle, and you put the water in, dump it out, and then you turn, and all of the lettuce and the vegetables, really the salad, moves to the end because the centrifugal force will propel it to the end. That's what happens in the month of August. The centrifugal force in your life, which is a natural phenomenon, will push things away from you. It's a natural phenomenon of life. Then we've got this gorgeous Ace of um, Swords, one of my favorite tarot cards. Why do I say that? Because it smacks of light. Okay, there's light there, there's truth there emerging. You really see clearly certain things. And what do we have? We've got that anxiety, okay, that has been pla- characterizing you over these weeks. I'm into the second week now here, midweek really, second week of August. So we're in full, August. And again, here it is whether you're at home, whether you're on vacation. I'm seeing you as interacting with people. There's a lot of communication, oral communication, that really lightens your soul, that gives you a sense of levity, and it really adds to your sense of lightness. Then from that, however, we move into an area where you just want to keep, this is, going into the third week here. It is the beginning of the third week where you want to keep things, just keep people away. I just can't take it anymore. I just, even my my wonderful newborn is just unbearable, no matter, even if, if they smile or laugh or make me laugh. And so what we have here is a search for something new, so search for a more virginal type of energy, a sense of, because you have to remember, Sagittarius, you have always been that protector, the guardian of innocence, and this is how I'm seeing you. And the innocence, however, innocence in your life is just who the hell knows where it is, excuse my French, but here I'm seeing is as searching for your own innocence once again. And once you pinpoint it, once you even pinpoint that sense of innocence, when it could come through when you're walking down the street and you see on the wayside a cat who looks, stares up at you in such an odd way, and it makes you laugh, and that is a sense of innocence. And you get these messages, you get that communication on a different level, and it brings you to another space. Remember the Nine of Coins that lightened up this hermit mode, but you do have the sensation that you need to recoil, and you will. But I did mention that the hermit was also a Virgo in your life, as for those of you who have one. Now, going into the last week, sort of the end of the third week and the beginning of the fourth week, I've got this. There's a lot of movement, right? There's a lot of energy, communication with other people, messages that you get, writing in and out. You may be back at work after a vacation, but your everyday life is back into full swing. And what I'm getting is the people, there's a positive energy around you. The people around you, everyone is trying to help you. Maybe they're on the verge of you're substituting them because they have to, go on vacation. So there's an exchange there. It's a very welcome exchange. So like I said, a lot of you may be working from home, and this occurs in a written fashion. What I'm getting also is that it lends to a very, very positive nature. We're out of that hermit mode. We are definitely going toward a more extending yourself sort of vibe here. Now we have this last week, towards the end of the month, really, this Temperance card, and the Temperance card is you, Sagittarius, or a fellow Sagittarian that you're involved with. And what do I get? I get that there is a female who is hiding things from you, and it's in the working environment, Sagittarius, and nonetheless, once you can pinpoint them, now remember, this person is not necessarily operating of their own accord, because in this terrible situation that we're experiencing in life now, when there is just fear mongering all over the place, what I have found, and it's very strong, is that it engenders negative energy, and most of the people that send you and a negative energy are carriers. And here, this is the case in this relationship. Not a relationship. It's in this case, let's say. There's a female that you need to interact with in the working environment that is not good energy for you, will be sending you negative energy. Try to put up your boundaries against this. They are not living in the dark. They are carriers. So just don't hold them anything against them. If you're able to do that, this is the Gran Consolazione. You are sitting pretty, because this is the best card in this deck, and you will be open again to abundance, spiritual, emotional, mental abundance as well, financial abundance. So you are, at the end of the month, you become more open to financial abundance. However, the entire month is a roller coaster emotional ride, that ends in great attraction, this great abundance that ends in abundance. So this roller coaster emotional ride that ends in abundance. Now, I'm going to take the runes here and see what they have to say to crown the reading. Let's just hang on. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Let me turn these around. Turn these around. Yes. All right. What did I say? I said there were difficulties if you were traveling. And this is um, Awats, and Awats is the journeying rune, and it is a movement rune when it talks about shifts, changing homes, things like that. Those issues are going to be wrought with difficulties during the month of August. um, there will be gradual improvement in this, but never too soon. You think, when is it going to change? You say, um, added to the, let's say, well, added to that, diag here is in a good position, and it does talk about increase in growth, and it alleviates any delays. And I don't see delays in the runes per se, but I do see that um, that journeying rune, Merkstave upside down, that's going to cause you a bit of difficulty. Now, I've got here weird, which is the nameless faceless rune, and it is a faded or undisclosed rune. It's like, how can I say? This is a rune that to- tells you, look, Sagittarius, I can't tell you everything. You don't know. There's some things that you need not know. You're not meant to know why things are going, askew. Things are going odd in an odd way in August. It serves a purpose. It serves the purpose, perhaps in this case, for you to more appreciate work because you've had it before you went on vacation, but now you can't wait to get back. Something of that nature. Um, then I have here, um, let's see, those have gone. Urus. Urus here is Merkstave. Usually it's like this, and there is going to be a bit of low energy during the month. Usually, this brings to a feeling of, take blood tests because you have you feel like something's wrong. You feel like you're just so tired. You're so and you have a lot of emotions coming to the fore and characteristically for you. This rune for calls for a sacrifice. Okay, so you have to go through this in order for something else to happen. Not the best time. This is Bjork Berkana, and Bjork Berkana talks about births and uh, fertility. If you are in the market for childbearing to get pregnant, this is not the month it's going to happen. New beginnings, nix, nine, nada. There's going to um, any project needs to be put on hold until the future, even as early as September. Now, I'm leaving the left for best. The left for best. The best for last. Oh God, sometimes the tongue. This is Yera. Now Yera is a harvest rune. What's good about Yera is that it gives you rewards for your efforts. So, Sagittarius, what I can say to you is deal with it. Deal with the month and try to put your feet back up. Try to understand that this is happening now for a reason. Ayera does speak also to legalities and justice that you might have to deal with during the month of August. Little things, menial things, nothing serious and nothing you can't handle. La 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 la. Now we've got Wunyo, my favorite rune, one of my favorite runes because the favorite is coming up afterwards. So Wunyo Brightstave is a magical, it's a mystical rune. It is. It talks about joy. It talks about love. It talks about happiness. And the best thing that it speaks to is a positive outcome, to success, in your affections. So keep those people close to you that you trust and that you love, because um, the relationships with them are only going to be strengthened in this period of the month, a period of the year in August. Now we have Manat's bright state, as you can see, it's right side up. And Manats is all about interdependence. Manats is humankind. It speaks to you receiving aid and tells you that it may not be the time for plans to take off, but it's time for you to make new plans that then can be launched in the near future, like September or October. I do hope this was of help to you, Sagittarius, and do write to us below the video and exchange your stories and anything that resonated with you. It's always nice for us, everyone, the readership, to understand what other people are going through, not because misery loves company, but because there's some things to other people's storytelling that we can understand, and it helps. This communication really does help each other. And I'll be back in about 10 days with the moon love cycles for all individual signs. So until we meet, no, until we read together again, namaste, ladies and gentlemen. Sagittarians, bye bye.